There's this thing called bittul, a Hasidic word for humility. Bittul, self-effacement. This is a much deeper thing. Humility can apply to lack of talent. I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that. I'm not the smartest, I'm not the best looking, I'm not the strongest, I'm not the most talented. And it's all realistic. Bittul means it's not that I don't have talents or I don't have superior qualities. My entire existence is irrelevant. I didn't ask to be born. I don't need to be born. I don't need to be here. I don't need. My entire existence is a mystery. So to worry about whether I'm the best or second best, whether I win the gold or the silver, it is so irrelevant. I don't even know why I'm here. And this is not depressed. This is simply factual. If I didn't create myself, if I didn't ask to be created, if I didn't even need to be created, then I am here on somebody else's ticket. My existence is not about me. That's true humility. The realization that I am not significant is not brilliant. It's just a simple fact. To recognize that it's not about me doesn't take any great wisdom or insight. What is valuable is my ability to attribute great significance to you. Because if we just think about the insignificance of a human being, like in Buddhist thinking, we're all nothing. We're all insignificant. So yes, it's not about me, but it's not about you either, because you're no different than me. That's not really bittul. That's not really humble. Really humble means it's not about me, but it is about you. My needs are completely irrelevant. Your needs are absolutely important. I don't have to get what I want, but you should get what you want to me. So your needs, your wants, your pain, your frustrations are all valid, while mine are not. So bittul doesn't mean I'm not significant. I'm nothing. Bittul means you're significant. You're everything. If I could do you a favor, my entire existence is justified. It's like, it takes a certain amount of humility to admit you're wrong. It takes a greater amount of humility to admit that the other party is right. I can be wrong. I'm only human. I'll admit when I'm wrong. I mean, who's not wrong sometime in their life? Nobody's perfect. So I can be wrong, you can be wrong, we're all wrong. But to admit that I'm wrong and you're right, ooh, that hurts. The ego is not really glad to hear that or to agree with that. So it's a higher degree of humility when I take you seriously than when I can laugh at myself. And laughing at myself is really important. So as great a virtue as it is that I can recognize that it's not about me and I can laugh at myself, that's great humility. But the Hasidic humility is, it's not what I'm not, it's what you are. The world is insignificant. Creation is insignificant. The Creator is not. And if the Creator who is significant, creates the world, then the world gains significance by its creator. So now I have a whole new respect for the world. Not for the world per se, not for the world on its own, but for the world as his creation. If it's his creation, well, now it's becoming significant and meaningful. Just like if you're important and you're significant, then your need becomes significant. Whereas with myself, my need is not significant because I'm not. So true bittul and true humility is not about what isn't, it's about what is. Just like love is not about self-love, it's only about loving somebody else. Self-love is the antithesis of love. Love is meant for export only. It's never meant to be kept for yourself. Because even your life is not meant for you. Your life is not about you. Just like the billionaire who is worth $100 billion, that money is not about him. It can't be. It's for export. It's for him to deliver to the right address, to the right recipients. It's so clear and obvious. How can $100 billion be meant for one person? Same is true with life itself, which is far more precious than $100 billion. Can that be just for me? A life? 100 years of life is just for me? That can't be. The humble mind or the humble spirit can't make sense of that. It can't be for me. It does not compute. The truly arrogant can make sense of it. Yes, it's all for me. But that is arrogant beyond reason, unreasonably arrogant. Humility means you are significant while I am not. And why am I not significant? Because I did something wrong, I blew it, I sinned, I messed up? No. I didn't ask to be born. I don't need to be born. I am not here for me. Because if it was for me, I'd rather not be here. I don't need this. So it's obviously not about me. And yet I'm here. So there must be a purpose. There must be a reason. And it turns out you're the reason. If I can do something for you, it makes 80 years of life worth living. Such as the teachings of the Baal Shem Tov. So, there's humility, there's bittul, and there's the positive side of bittul. Humility means I'm not the greatest, I'm not the most capable, I'm lacking in talents, I'm lacking in qualities and in virtues, I'm lacking stuff. Bittul means it's not stuff that I'm lacking, I don't belong here at all. Life itself is not about me, including my life. What then is it about? It's about serving him or doing a favor to another person. So if I can see significance in your life and in your needs and in your problems and in your joy, while I don't see any great significance in my problems and in my life and in my joy, that is true bittul, and that is truly liberating. It is the healthiest psyche. It is the healthiest human makeup. And that's why it's worth every effort to serve God with joy. Because if life is about me, I'm already depressed. Arrogant and depressed come together. Humble and happy come together. See, you wouldn't have thought of that. We usually think of humble people as miserable. They're not. Those are people who have had humility forced on them, and they object and they reject, and they really think that under the surface they're really great, but nobody recognizes it, so they get miserable. So the truly humble are truly happy, because if it's not about me, then I can take care of you. I can serve God. I can be useful to others and never have to worry about myself. That's true happiness. Shalom Aleichem. How are you? You know, I do a lot of talking, a lot of Zooming, many classes, many subjects, but that's all formal stuff. Hopefully good stuff, but formal. We also have a Wednesday night meeting that's more informal and kind of Hamish. If you want to join us for that kind of an event, interactive, time for questions and so on, if you want to join us for this side of conversation, click on the link below and join us every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. Well, maybe not every Wednesday night, but we try to make it every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock, a more informal chat, which can be more enjoyable at times than the formal stuff. So check it out. Click on the link and join us. Try it, you'll like it.